What is going on,
Yeah.
everyone?
That
This is
intro is tight.
that fucking stoner dad show. Well,
Yeah.
with Ginger Claus and myself. How's it going, my man?
I'm happy to be here. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm happy to get this going, and I'm looking to have some great chats with you.
Yes. Some great stoned, drunk, maybe a little bit weird conversation.
Oh, 100%. So, what do you think we should talk about first? Should we get in some hockey?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a good
So,
week to be a Leafs fan for once.
I do like the Leafs, but what do you think about going into the main story? One of the biggest stories going on right now.
Yeah, yeah. Give
Yeah.
yeah. We can
So,
we
yeah,
it's our show. We can talk about anything.
I agree. So, Elliot Friedman tweeted out this week that Shane Pinto was suspended for 41 games due to illegal gambling activity. What were your first thoughts on this?
What everyone's first thoughts were. Uh, Basically, like sports ever since COVID has just become a betting thing, right? Like it's promoting ruining your life with gambling, and yet when the stars start to gamble, they get all up in shambles. Let's suspend them. And like there's people taking people's heads off on the ice, and they're getting 4 games.
Want to hear one of the most actual erotic things that I saw online?
Yes,
No, all teams have a sponsor on their helmet, right?
yeah, yeah. I saw this one.
Yeah.
Giver.
So the Ottawa Senators have Bet99 as one of their sponsors for their helmet.
Yeah.
So allegedly, it wasn't for betting on actual NHL games, though. It's
No, it wasn't. It
no,
wasn't even hockey.
and well, I don't know if they don't know if it was hockey or not. But what the latest I've been hearing is there was claims that it was third party.
What was that
Someone's
story?
on his account. So someone's on his account.
Oh,
Like, would you trust anyone on your account? Like, why have multiple people on your account? That's what I'm kind of like. It sucks that the NHL won't come out with any more on this right now.
yeah. It's kind of like it's all fucked up. It's a lot of just like we know he's suspended. We know how long. We know what he did, kind of, but like everything else is hearsay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I get like we all got to be careful, but like I don't know, 41 games seems a little harsh.
A little
Yeah, but
for doing exactly what they're telling the fans to do.
yeah, but let's be honest. Let's play the tinfoil hat on right now. And if that was a Leaf player, do you think people would be willing to take that side? I
If
think
it was a
like
Leafs player, eh?
yeah, yeah. So say I don't know who would a comparison from Shane Pinto on the Leafs be? Like say okay, we'll just say for instance Morgan Riley.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He got
Uh,
caught gambling.
yeah.
Yeah, he's suspended for 3 seasons.
Yeah. Nazem Kadri got suspended for that.
Nassim Kadri even got suspended because Morgan Riley's gambling.
Yeah.
Let's not even get started on Tom Wilson, and he's not even a Maple Leaf, but he's suspended too.
Yeah. Well, Tom Wilson has really earned his reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Kadri. So what is your take? Like I know you said you miss Kadri, but
I do miss Kadri, but I
was it a
don't miss.
necessary trade that had to happen?
Yeah, kind of, because, like, I don't know, like, I miss Kadri, But
to this team. Imagine Kadri on this team right now with the guys like Reeves and Bertuzzi.
yeah, it's just like game 7, 3 minutes left, maybe, let's say. And for fuck's sakes, let's say we're against Boston. I guarantee he's going to do something that makes us wish he didn't come back, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly.
where,
It's like a hot ex-girlfriend.
yeah,
Like you're like,
she's not good for
yeah,
you.
I miss her, but she'd probably ruin my life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel about Kadri.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one.
It's a pretty good analogy.
So with back to the Pinto thing. So him getting the 41 games, but he's still an RFA. He hasn't signed yet. So they say it's still going to be like from the start of the season.
But it is. It's going to go from the start no matter what.
So do you think the NHL's maybe been aware of this situation?
What do you mean, like aware? Like
how long do you think they've known about this, and how long was the PA like dealing with this situation and negotiating?
Like an ongoing investigation, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you got to look at when the NFL he was gambling on football. Am I right?
I'm not. I still don't know what he was gambling on. Like,
I thought they said it was football.
It could be football,
but it was a comment I saw. So you don't know for sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe someone knows.
Maybe. So now we can move on from that one.
I still think it's bullshit, if you ask me. We can move on from it, but my final stance, that's bullshit. You should be able to gamble on another sport, if you ask me. I don't know.
And they are allowed. So that's why it doesn't make sense. It's because the players are allowed to gamble on all other sports. They're just not allowed to gamble on hockey. It's under the rules of the I forget what the exact rule is, but they are allowed to gamble on every other sport besides hockey. So
then why the hell is he suspended?
That's what I mean. So is it because of his third party that was gambling on hockey? From his account?
Je sais pas moi.
Exactly, right? Like it's really confusing. I'd like to know more. Like I want to see this story kind of develop more. You know, it's kind of like the Hockey Canada scandal right now. Like we're still waiting to hear more information on what's going on about that.
I don't think we'll ever hear anything more about that. Hockey Canada did its thing to be like, everything's good now. Let's sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, more than likely it's going to happen. Yeah.
It'll be around the time Connor Bedard turns 35 that there'll be a new Hockey Canada scandal.
Probably, if not sooner. So
yeah, probably sooner.
Yeah. So let's move on now. So, what do you think of the play this week? I know we've been talking about this for a while. Like at least throughout the season, and you know, you're on another podcast with me last Saturday night.
Yeah.
And we were a little low on them, right? Because defensively, they still look kind of weaker defensively. Is it goaltender now that's kind of keeping them above water, or what is it?
Well,
Sammy was struggling last week, right?
Yeah, he was struggling. He was definitely struggling, and now he's still struggling. He claims mentally, right? I don't know if you saw that, but he just said he was dealing with some mental health stuff, which is a big deal in Toronto. You can't play in that city if you have mental health problems.
You can't be a goalie, period. It's
Here,
not
yeah.
actually.
Send them to Arizona. Anyway, next. Just kidding. Just kidding. Twitter's gonna fuck me. But have you seen like? Yes, of course you've seen it. You've been watching it just like me. Some of those saves Wall makes are just
He's
unbelievable.
He's
And
amazing.
he's just so poised and so centered and so focused no matter what. Like you can tell he does yoga 16 hours a day.
I saw actually watched the interview, the post game last night, and he said that he has to build his strength because he's so incredibly flexible that he has to build the strength in it so he doesn't like tear muscles, basically.
Yeah, well, as a goalie, let me tell you something. If you don't have the muscle to back up that flexibility, you are going to have some sore ligaments after practice or a game, especially when he's making those like shootout breakaway saves where he, the other night I don't remember if it was Washington or Dallas, but he came across the crease on a breakaway and like he stopped the first one and then stretched out to kick out the second one.
Yeah.
And like I felt it. I still feel it actually. I'm feeling it for him.
Yeah. That one kick save last night, you mean, too.
Yeah, like he's doing things that look uncomfortable.
I was saying that today actually. I was talking to a coworker and I said I'm like watching that save. I know I pulled my groin watching that.
Yeah, like some of the stuff he does, and like he never gets worked up. I think like if anyone's gonna, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but he's got all the qualities you want in a starter, especially in Toronto. You want a goaltender who's that calm no matter what.
Well, he is a guy that has was noted saying that he does stay off social media.
Yeah, I saw that too. He doesn't like to go on social media.
The articles last year. He says he didn't even know he was going to get the call up. Like it was all over Twitter that he was getting the call up, and he was the last one to know.
Yeah. And now here he is.
Yeah. Like he has been great.
He's been phenomenal, but it's been what, 2 good games.
Yeah.
And we're here blowing the trumpet saying playing the parade.
Do we who's going to be the real test for us to see like where we're at? Like,
well, I don't even think he's playing Nashville, so we're going to see against Nashville what Samsonov brings back to the table.
Yeah. And so we want to test, but is a team like Vegas going to look at us and be like, this is a playoff style game when we play them, right? Like we want to play, like see how we compare to them, but
see, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm waiting for that Vegas game or a game against Boston or a game, Colorado, like where we could potentially get blown out 5-1, and then all of a sudden all of Leafs Nation is like, oh, Joe Wall is just not what we're looking for in the start, because they all know. You fucking bet they all know.
Yeah. So Wall's been playing great. Who if you were to give like another star to a player on the team right now, who would you give a star to?
How many stars do I have to give out? 5, 7, 3?
No, we're going to go 3. 3 stars. 3 stars of the. You're 3 stars of the week. We'll say.
Willie.
We're both unanimous on Joseph Woll. How great he's been, and
I say Willie. Willie and JT deserve stars. Honorable mention to Morgan Riley.
I was going to say Mo's been playing pretty good too. Games and back-to-back goals in games and
assists. He got apples too.
Yeah.
And you know what? Matthews is scoring and getting assists too. So but he was so friggin' praised in the first week. Like he can go a couple weeks without a star.
Yeah.
Let's give it to Willie. I think Willie deserves the first star. That's for sure. But the what I was saying to somebody the other day is this is Willie's like do or die, right? His contract year.
Yeah.
So of course he's gonna do good. He's gonna play like he's wearing 3 crowns on his chest. Now, what happens when we sign him for 10 million?
Or like the way he's playing right now, would he take 10 million?
Yeah. I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah. Is he going to want more now? Is Willie playing into a bigger contract that we are not going to be able to afford?
Good thing we already signed Matthews.
Yeah.
And good thing our future starter goalie is currently making 0.75.
That'll change, but yeah, that helps.
How much longer does Wall have?
Let me pull up his cap friendly here. Just give me a second.
I think it's at least one more season.
Joseph Wall has a cap hit of $766,667. He is signed for this year, and I think it looks like next year, maybe.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, yeah. So he signed this year and he signed next year.
Yeah, okay, so he does have another year. I feel like he's going to be a goalie to take a team friendly.
Is anyone else though?
No. Fuck no. But he believes in God, so he's got to be nice.
That's wishful thinking at this point. But I think
wow. So I didn't get a comment on the podcast, but I did get a message from someone watching the podcast that says, "Chug your beer, you pussy," from Natasha and Aaron. Natasha didn't say that. She's too nice, but he also said you haven't said his name. Aaron Pickett, how are you? Glad you're watching.
Welcome. Chug the beer. There you go.
Wow. I can't get too fucked up, Aaron. I got to go to a party after this.
Sure you can.
Yeah, I got a cab to the party, so I don't have to drive. So
you're an East Coaster. That should be like your water.
Water? Yeah, it is pretty much like water. I drank 10 beers while doing my dad's roof the other day.
There you go.
He wasn't too impressed, but I had fun.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Wait. Hold up, Dusty. Who are your 3 stars?
So, like I said, we already gave Wool.
Shotgun another one, and they'll give me $10. He says. Anyway, back to the show.
So, we already gave Joseph Wool one, right?
Yeah.
I agree with you on Willie. Willie's been very, very dominant since the beginning of the season. He extends his point streak to 7 games, just like JT did. But I don't know. I think I have to give Mo a star. He logged a lot of minutes last game.
Yeah, well, he always does.
Yeah. I think it said I believe he logged almost over 25 minutes.
And like Klingberg's almost such a defensive liability that you learn to just appreciate Riley.
Yeah. So that was that's actually what I was going to say. There's a disappointment. Who's your disappointment of the week?
Yeah, I'd say Klingberg, because like Reeves came and like, yeah, he's not doing much right now, but he came and did what he did from the start. Like, we hired him to throw his fist, and he's already did it more than the Leafs fought last season.
He has, but like, I feel he's not really contributing physically though.
No, and that's something I noticed too. He threw the fist twice,
but he's throwing big hits, and he got in fights after those 2 big hits. So
Yeah.
the first one was he
You
fought
almost
Jack
got to
White.
wonder, did he come out of the gate doing what he was meant to do on the order of Mr. Tree living there? And then, like, someone on the coaching staff is like, dude, you got to chill out.
I'm starting to wonder that, yeah.
Because, like, he came out fighting and then he just kind of dozed off a bit.
Yeah, he did.
So, like, I know Toronto's been a team that's looking to add sandpaper and grit, but at the same time has never really liked using sandpaper and grit since Colton Orr. So, like,
Colton Orr, Fraser McLaren, yeah.
So, like,
But
maybe he's getting told, like, yeah, fight every 10 games.
But what sets the tone more than the beginning of the season when you have a guy like Revo going around throwing big hits every single
That's
game?
what we brought him here for. We're not paying him to put the puck in the net. We've got enough of those.
If he's just going to play hockey, he's not usable.
Yeah, we could have used someone else, I guess. Now you got me against Reeves. Fuck, I was supporting him.
I'm not against Reeves, though. That's the
I'm
thing.
just kidding.
I still believe that Reeves isn't necessary on this team.
Yeah, maybe like
for the boys.
It could even be like a he's only gonna fight, you know, someone who really wants to go. Maybe someone hasn't really rubbed him the wrong way yet. I don't know, but there was times that there was hits thrown that he should have came out and did something, but he didn't do nothing.
Exactly. When Willie got thrown into those boards head first, why did nobody pay for that?
Yeah, that's the kind of shit. Like, was it Matthew Nyes who was standing there watching that? We talked about that on the other show. Like, you're what, 6? He's what, 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'3".
Like 200 plus pounds. Like,
but it shouldn't be a rookie going in for that. Like, I get he is standing there, but you're rookie.
It shouldn't be. But if no one else is going to do it, like, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
why can't this be a team mentality thing, though?
Yeah, you're right.
Someone messes your guy, you get in, you put a glove in their face.
What's going on, buddy? It's dead? Okay, I'll get it charged. All right, you get back to bed. Love you. Special appearance by Ben.
Yeah. Oh, hey, this is a dad show, right?
Yeah. He was put to bed an hour ago. I guess he snuck his tablet and I didn't know.
I think it's must be something in the moon or something, bro, because I was trying to put my daughter down. Me and my wife have a cleaning business that we run. And so trying to put her down tonight was real fun.
Yeah. Bedtimes is the worst, man.
Yeah, I agree.
They're so riled up no matter what.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It's Friday night, right? Friday night, you get to stay up late. Do you remember those times?
Yeah. I mean, I was a kid once, so I get it, I guess. But, like, I'm kind of done with it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I guess. You want your you time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine. You have a busy household.
Yeah. Just last weekend, I had 6 ice times at the arena. Right now, we spend more time at the arena than at home.
Well, no kidding.
Yeah. And they talked me into coaching, too.
Well, there you go. Getting some coaching experience.
Not excited.
Get that coaching experience. Get a job in the queue.
But I couldn't build roofs.
How far are you from any of those QMHL?
From the Moncton Wildcats?
Yeah.
My son has played in 2 of their intermissions in the Timbits games, and their arena is 5 minutes away from my house.
Oh, that's sick. So I used to, where I used to live right near the Peterborough Memorial Center where the Pete's play, the one who just made it to the
Ah,
Memorial Cup. So I could probably throw something from my balcony and reach the Pete's arena.
sweet.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we got the Sea Dogs there an hour and a half too, and away from us in St. John, and I
that's
get tickets to their
where
games sometimes.
is that where is that where Crosby's played?
No, he played in Rimouski.
Oh yeah, okay, it was Rimouski.
Yeah, before Sea Dogs time, they didn't even exist back then.
Yeah.
And then the Acadie Bathurst Teton, they're 3 hours away.
So I think we should talk about one more NHL team. At least.
One more NHL team.
Yeah.
What's that team?
They've kind of had a disappointment start. They're a Canadian team,
Oh, Edmonton.
the Edmonton Oilers.
I thought you were
No,
getting ready to
let's
talk about Jack Hughes. I was excited.
Oh, we could talk about Jack Hughes too, or
No,
I
let's
think
talk about the
Edmonton.
Oilers. I'm more excited for that.
Yeah.
Well, how would
So
you feel if you paid your backup goaltender $5 million a year?
I believe it's more than that, is it not?
I think it's 5 by 5.
5.5.
5 by 5, 25 million. I think. I'm just a roofer though, so
Uh, you're right. Yep, 5 even.
yeah.
5 even till the 2026-27 season.
Should have stayed in Toronto, Jack. You were happier there.
He was happier, yeah, but
Imagine a Jack Campbell Joseph Wall tandem where Joseph Wall saves 96% of the shots and Jack Campbell saves 4. That's 100%.
There you go. So, yeah, obviously McDavid is hurt right now, so that's not helping.
What was hurt? His feelings? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But what else? Like, what's going? Like, no secondary scoring. Connor Brown's kind of slow
The
start.
best part is they were favored to win the cup by so many people. I think even
Yeah.
Ryan Whitney said they were winning the cup. I mean, not that he knows jack shit, but he said it.
So it was, I think it was a Sportsnet panel, right? I think they had majority of them had Edmonton winning, and obviously it's still early.
Yeah, there was like a lot of their guys that said Edmonton, and it is still early, but I don't know if they're the St. Louis Blues, and I don't think it's January.
Exactly. There's still time.
There is time, but I'm enjoying it. It looks good on them.
It does, but I still can't never think about counting not Jack Campbell, Connor McDavid out.
Yeah, that's true. He is gonna light up. But
Yeah.
like, man, you can score 5 goals a game, 5 with fucking 3 of them being breakaways, and 2 of them being fucking coast to coast. And if your goalie lets an 8, you still lost.
100%, you're right.
So like, yeah, I think Connor McDavid can light it up, but they got to do something on the back end. And it's not just the goalie either. It's some defense. Well, who's their best defense? Darnell Nurse?
Ekholm.
Okay, Ekholm. So
I don't know if he's injured or not. He might not be playing, but he was a good pickup for them. So,
nice beard. He has the beard, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do they make a trade for a goalie? Or is Skinner the guy for them?
I don't think he's the guy, but I don't know if they make a trade.
I have an idea who I think they could actually go after, and they actually made a deal with them last year to get the defenseman that they just got.
Okay, so I
Yossi
know what that called.
Yossi Soros. Tell me
Yeah.
that doesn't make an incredible fit for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'd be a lot better, yeah. And he'd be a lot better.
If they had that, man, that could be them. Like that could be their difference maker in the playoffs.
Well, I hope their general manager doesn't watch our podcast. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, a good general manager would probably be thinking the same thing, I would imagine.
I just got a message. Jack Campbell is worse than Matt Murray. I don't know if I can argue. At least Matt Murray has something to blame it on.
They message you on Twitter?
No, I don't even know what they're messaging me on. It's just popping up. Let me see. Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you. I don't even know what her Twitter is. I think she might follow you. I'm not sure. She follows a lot of Leafs people on Twitter. Tasha Champion.
Probably.
It's her and her husband, basically husband. They're the ones messaging me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
chirping Jack Campbell while he has mental health issues.
Yeah, but so is that, you think that's what's wrong? Like Jack Campbell isn't obviously as happy. Do you think Jack Campbell took that deal as a spite to Kyle Dubas because he was like getting lowball? He's like, I'm going to sign, and Dubas.
I don't know if it's
called his bluff.
A spite, because I think that Dubas told him like we honestly can't afford to give you what you want.
Yeah.
Or what you deserve, so go look elsewhere. I don't know if he did it to sign in spite, because like I don't know, if I'm a goalie for Toronto and if I'm fuck's sakes, what the fuck was I saying? If I'm a goalie in Toronto and I'm signing somewhere else out of spite, I'm going to Boston, or I'm going to Montreal, or I'm going somewhere where I'm going to see Toronto at least 2 or 3, 4 times a year.
Montreal, maybe, yeah, but maybe Montreal didn't want him.
So they took Jake Allen instead. No, I think they already had Allen.
I believe they did, yeah. I believe they traded for Allen, did they not?
It was a while ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm on a phone, so if I try to look, I'm going to disappear.
Yeah, it's all good. So, we have another person that you mentioned tonight.
Jack Hughes.
What do we think?
4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points in 6 games. That's almost 3 points a game. And you know my biggest kicker here?
What?
I don't agree with Ray Ferraro here. I always love looking, as a goaltender especially, my best friends were the ones with the good plus minus. And he is, after 17 points in 6 games, you know what his plus minus is? Did you look? Did you see?
No, I didn't. No.
+1.
+1. And he's gotten 14 points.
He's gotten 17 points.
17. Oh, Jesus.
4 goals and 13 assists.
So he's been on the ice for 17 points, but on the ice
and
for
16 against.
against.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, not
Wow.
even because he's on the ice. Maybe someone scored and he didn't get a point, and that's a +1. And then someone out, like, he might have been on the ice
Yeah.
24 goals for and 23 goals against. We don't know, right?
Yeah. But that's pretty much so. Yeah.
+1's still fucking sad, man. That means
Yeah.
someone else is not doing their job, or him, but he's doing his job, so it's not him.
Yeah. So is Jack Hughes? Do you consider Jack Hughes a top 5 player?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I did before he was great. When he came
Yeah.
into the league, I was super stoked on him. I'm not even a Devils
Yeah.
fan.
He's good. And
Yeah,
the Devils have that potential to be a scary team.
yeah, and he's got a nice smile.
Does he?
I think it
Yeah.
looks nice to me. I don't know, you might not like it.
To be honest, man, I probably couldn't pick out a lot of the NHL players just seeing them.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a photographic memory. I can pretty much, if you say a NHL player's name, I can picture him.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're almost
Yeah.
at 40 minutes if you're checking.
I was just I got a tweet there. I was checking. I saw a
Oh,
tweet come in. Yeah.
better
It
be a
was
good one.
no, it was just saying that he has Rick Elliot Freeman saying he has Rick Tocchet on the show tomorrow. So
Elliot, remember when he had a big old beard during COVID?
that was an epic beard.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was so great.
Mine's going to be
Scraggly
back
though.
in the winter.
Yeah. Gonna
All the
grow out.
viewers can know that. Yeah, I just shaved it because it was too hot on the roof.
Yeah, I guess no doubt.
Yeah, it gets warm up there, especially when it hits +40. Beard
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Being on a roof when it's
Nope.
that hot.
Yeah, it's real hot.
Yeah.
Or it's either always hot or cold or windy or raining. It's never perfect.
Yeah. So you still working lots right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we go all year, and then on like if I'm not working with the company I work with, I own my own roofing company, so I just work for that.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so I go all year. I've got an EI open in case, just in case, like, it rains for a week and I'm not able to get out, then I got
Yeah.
something, but I
Yeah.
don't use it very often.
No.
No, it's tell McDuster to come down and visit. Well, you just heard it from all of us.
Where are they from?
That they live 5 minutes down the road from me.
Oh, that okay, yeah. I actually might be planning a trip down east this summer. I'm gonna see.
That would be sick. Live
Yeah.
show, side by side.
That'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to go out to the East Coast.
Yeah, it's pretty cool out here. We got lobsters.
Yeah, everyone from Ontario I know that goes out east always talks about how much fun it is and how beautiful it is and how great the people are out there.
We're okay.
We're okay. Well, it's definitely better than Ontario.
Well, most of the people down here now are from Ontario.
It's because they move out here because they're tired of it.
Like, probably every other person's from Ontario right now.
Wow, it's getting like that now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's terrible here. What are you saying? Oh, I guess the East Coast is fucked. Horrible. There is a lot of methamphetamine.
Oh, there's a lot where I live.
Probably way more than we could imagine.
Oh, where I live, it's like I think there's. I'm just in a small town. I think we have like 80,000 people, and I think we have like. I think we're at like 12 usually ODs a week. at least.
12.
Yeah.
A week?
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
We got a
That's
lot.
close here, but
Yeah, we got a lot. But you're capital city though, Moncton, right?
no. Fredericton's the capital. We're not sure why.
Oh
They don't
yeah.
have fuck all there, but Moncton
Yeah.
should be. Moncton's like the biggest city, but
Yeah.
Fredericton has all the government stuff down there. Like
Yeah. So it's like Ottawa.
the yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Ottawa here in Ontario. Ottawa is like really it should be. Well, actually, no. The capital of Canada is Ottawa. Toronto's the capital of Ontario.
Is that how it is? Ottawa's the
Yeah.
capital of Canada and Toronto's capital of
Yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in school. I don't remember.
Yeah. I know. It's been a while.
I do well to just remember the capital of New Brunswick. Yeah, it has been, eh?
Yeah.
Halifax.
All right, yeah. So, what else hockey do we want to talk about?
Hockey, eh? Well, that's all I talk about, so I could talk all night.
Well, what's the next topic then?
Fuck. My next thing on my notes is my 2 dad jokes, which were pretty good, but let's not even get into that yet. Let's talk more hockey.
I completely forgot about the dad joke.
Well, I've got 2.
There you go.
So that's good enough. Do you think Matthews breaks 60?
I do. Yes. I think he.
Why? We got a question from the audience.
Do we?
We got a question. Why did we not end up with Hellbuck?
Why did we not end up with Hellbuck?
Do you think that would work?
I think Eddie would be better than Sammy right now.
Yeah, but Wall's better than Sammy, so like
yeah.
Do you think so looking at Wall, like I think his save percentage is like between 93 and 95. It might even be north of 95 now.
So since he came in from Tampa. So since he came in and played relief for Sammy against Tampa, he's been a 971.
Since Tampa, 9.
Yeah, 971.
So, like, do you think Hellbuck beats that? Like, he's a good goalie, don't get me wrong. He's an elite goaltender. And I'm not even sure I should be saying that Joseph Wall is going to give us a 96% save percentage over the course of the season, because he might only give us a 91. But do you think Hellbuck...
915 from that, it'd be fine. Hellbuck, I think he'd be a good second option to have. I
almost feel like that would be a good rotation there. 3-3-3-3-3.
Do we get Martin Jones a look though too? We still have him in the system.
Yeah. The thing is though, like, so he did well with Seattle, but at the end of the day, it would make Samsonov get his head out of his ass, was another comment. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now I lost my train of thought. It's a Stoner Dad podcast. What do you expect?
I definitely do think Sammy can come back. I think there's no question about that. But
yeah, I do think he'll come back. But how much of a comeback do you see? Do you see like an elite goaltender, or do you see just him scraping the surface and being good enough to just rotate with Wall? Like what do you see? Do you see it in the playoffs? Do you see Samsonov carrying us to the third round?
Dude, like From what I'm seeing in the playoffs the past 2 years, it's any goaltender can get hot,
That's true, because Darcy Kemper won a fucking cup. Let's not forget
and
about
so
that.
did Aiden Hill won a cup too with Vegas.
Yeah,
And
let's
I
not forget about that.
look at the team that Vegas has. Yeah, Vegas has an incredible team, and like, would Aiden Hill on another team bring him to a cup that doesn't have that great of defense and doesn't have a team buying in around him?
So you put Aiden Hill in Edmonton, what happens is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. But a goaltender, look at Bobrovsky, though. They got dominated a lot. The Leafs dominated quite a few of those games. Even though they didn't get the result, and that's all that does matter at the end of the day, is the result. They got the timely save. When they
Yeah,
needed a save, they got the save. And that's all that we need.
Phil
That's all
Kessel
that
won a
Toronto
cup
needs.
too. Phil Kessel.
Phil Kessel's won 3 Stanley Cups.
Phil Kessel is a legend.
He's still
Now, would you have taken Phil Kessel in Toronto for a depth role this year?
no.
Nah, me either. That ship
No,
sailed.
because what would the reaction be in Toronto if we healthy scratched Phil Kessel and ended his streak, and we're the ones that were responsible for it, ending the streak?
We're just a worse bastard.
Yeah,
But, like, I
that's
mean, Toronto's the worst no matter what, right? We're always in the wrong for something.
yeah, but I don't know. I think that's why a lot of people are having trouble. Don't want to sign him right now, too, though.
Because they don't want to be that team. Even though he said clearly, I don't mind throwing away my
Yeah,
Iron Man streak. No team wants that fucking smoke, eh?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, 100%. I could be wrong, but
I don't know. If I think you might be right, but if I'm a GM, I think I'd be hiring Phil and telling him, listen, you're going to sit a couple games.
yeah,
I feel like Coach Chippy's not far off. I feel like he's a good voice in the room.
could be, yeah.
Maybe he doesn't look like this, but I don't know if I'd take him in Toronto though. Like I'm saying, if I'm somewhere else in Toronto,
Yeah,
I don't feel like he fits. He
I
doesn't
don't
fit
think
the scheme.
I don't think he fits either in Toronto. But he could fits. Like, I don't know. It's anyone signs him, maybe someone picks him up near the deadline as a signing, or when the deadline is to sign someone.
Do you have a guess as to where you think he would end up?
If I were to guess like a random team,
Yeah,
you know what I could see actually doing it? I could see a Buffalo.
Buffalo. I could see that. They've got a lot of
Yeah,
young talent, and they could use the
yeah.
voice of
Or
reason.
Carolina.
Carolina, yeah. Well, I could definitely see it, but like they've already got so much for like mentorship in that room.
Oh, they have Rod Redmore as their coach.
Yeah,
Like,
plus Jordan Stahl and
yeah,
fuck, even Aho's getting old.
yeah.
I don't want to admit it,
No,
but
I know.
he
A
is.
lot of these players are starting to get old. Like
Well, fuck,
Austin
Matthews
Matthews.
been in the league what 7 years now?
I was just about to say that
That makes
Matthews.
me uncomfortable.
Oh, I agree. Matthews that long, like that makes me feel so old.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The fact that I thought like Like, fuck, I remember when Nylander was a Marley, man.
I remember that. Yeah.
And remember at the time, fuck, who was their big old goaltending prospect? Antoine Bibeau?
Yeah, I remember that. So actually,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
gone and seen the Marlies. This is going to really age me. I remember seeing Nazem Kadri and Jake Gardner on the Marlies that year of the lockout.
Wow. Don't
Yeah.
admit that to too many people.
Well,
What are
I
you?
know
You're pushing 50 now, eh?
oh,
Nah, just kidding.
34, but
34.
yeah.
I'm just a baby.
Yeah. Well, how old are you?
Well, in February, I'm heading into Michael Telquist year. I'll be 32.
32. Okay, yeah.
I try to put every age with an NHL goaltender. This has been a great Curtis Joseph year.
Cujo.
Next is Michael Telquist. Then it's Martin Brodeur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Marty Brodeur, you used for 33?
That's who I'm gonna.
No, wait. Marty Brodeur was 32.
No,
32, yeah.
Patrick Waugh. Marty Brodeur was 30.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fuck, I'm just all over the place. Yeah, no, my Patrick Waugh year is after my Michael Telquist year.
Yeah.
I had my Martin Brodeur year 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And my Marc-Andre Fleury year the year before that.
What are you
Don't ask me to go any further back. I don't remember who 28 was.
So, what are you gonna do? Who would be 40?
40?
Yeah.
Fuck, I haven't thought that far ahead. Why are you wasting my life away?
Well,
40.
At least we know
I was happy when I hit 20 once I hit 20, I called it my Ed Belfour year. I didn't think about 40. Fuck.
Eddie the Eagle.
Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah.
I remember when he went to jail for beating up his wife. I think that's what he did. I was young.
That and he obviously has some addiction issues.
Yeah.
He was
See,
just
it used to be some hardcore shit. Now they put him to jail basically for gambling.
Pretty much, right?
Holy. Poor Pinto. Fucking going to missing 41 games for something I did last week.
Yeah. Well, who knows, right? So we what have you been watching lately? Like, have you watched any good movies?
You just told me to watch Old Dads with Bill Burr, and I watched it, but then I had to shut it off because it literally made me feel like my real life.
I've been told that some people had to shut it off.
It's a good movie. It's a great movie, but it made me feel like I was watching my kids.
Yeah. I know.
I felt like I spent so much time being a parent, right? And I watched that movie, and it was like, especially that mom who was like, what do they call that? The gentle parent.
Yeah.
Gentle parenting, where she was like, you can feel your feelings and you can feel whatever you want. Oh man. And then the kid just started screaming. I was like, wow, this is my life. I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
But it is a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
You watch anything good?
I've been trying to find a show to watch lately, and I don't know, I'm not really getting anything. Do you got what have you been watching?
For shows? Right now I'm watching Shoresy.
Shoresy, okay. I've tried giving that a chance. I don't know.
It's not bad. I like it. And what's the other thing I've been watching? It's not Game of Thrones, but it's like,
Oh, like the prequel?
yeah, fire and
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Dragon Fire, Fire the Dragon. Anyway, it's pretty good.
Hmm.
Lots of death and brothers and sisters having sex, which is a little bit weird.
Man, it only works on Game of Thrones, I guess, right?
Yeah, they
Mm,
made an empire off it.
they did. It's I've been trying to find a show. I have no idea what to watch. I have an Android box and I usually scroll through it and usually I
Did you
end up
watch
putting something I
the game?
watched.
Did you watch the Mighty Ducks Game Changers?
I haven't watched the full thing. I remember watching it last year.
I watched the first 2 seasons, and it's pretty good. I
Yeah.
liked it. It felt nostalgic. You see Fulton.
Yeah. I'll have to check
It's
that
not the
out.
real Fulton. It's not the one we know and love, but it
Yeah.
was kind of nice.
Yeah. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, it was worth the watch. I watched it with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
they
have to check
loved
that
the
out.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. I'll look at something. I want to look at, find something when I can't sleep at night. It's nice to throw something on.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
having a white noise show. Right now, it's
Yeah.
According to Jim on Disney Plus.
Yeah. That was a
I
good. I
love it.
remember watching. Do you remember watching that as a kid?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that one. And you ever watch My Wife and Kids?
Yeah, and
That
8
show was
Simple Rules.
hilarious. Yeah. All those.
My
Those
Wife
are,
and Kids was good.
yeah, My Wife and Kids was really good. I really liked that one.
Fucking nostalgic.
Yeah, it was.
So hey, I'm afraid for the calendar, man.
The calendar.
Its days are numbered.
Are they? Uh-oh. Why?
It's a calendar. That was one of my dad jokes.
Oh.
Fucked up. This is a stoner show. You gotta expect that.
Yeah.
My wife says I should do lunges to stay in shape. That's a big step forward.
Do you hear it?
The crickets chirping.
Yeah, exactly. You did hear them.
Yeah. It sounds
Yeah,
like when I tell jokes to my kids, just no laughter at all.
Oh, well, I'm at the stage where I just have to kind of giggle and my daughter laughs at me.
That's a great stage, eh?
Oh, man, it's so
where you just have to go, ah! And then you're the funniest guy on earth.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they get the belly laugh going, and it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah. Oh,
it's great.
Amazing. I would never change that for the world, man. Never.
No, it's a great feeling. And then before you know it, they're way past that. So enjoy it.
Oh man, it's even felt like I remember me and you've been talking about doing this podcast for how long now? Like
quite a while.
Pretty much.
Before your daughter was born. Before your daughter was even born.
Yeah. And I remember talking to you about that, being like, man, just enjoy enjoy the moments because they go fast. And
before you know it, you blink and it's gone.
The first full year, man, it flew by, and that's already next week. She's 14 months. Like,
oh,
yeah,
crazy.
I know, man. It's
before you know it, she's gonna be breaking hearts.
She's so close to walking now.
Yeah, getting there, eh?
She's standing on her own. She's pulling herself up. Like, she's trying to stand up, like, and get her balance.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
Before you know it, she's going to be running around, knocking stuff over.
Exactly. So, before we wrap this up, we're about an hour. I think we're a little good on an hour for this one, at least, for the first one. And maybe come back and make these between an hour and a half, wherever we want to do, right? Next week.
Oh, yeah. Before we know it, we'll be shooting for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we'll shoot for that. And if we go over, we go over.
Don't matter to me.
Yeah. So, do we got a prediction for tomorrow night?
Against Nashville?
Yeah.
I like to say that Samsonov bounces back and we get a win, but I think we might get a win, but it's going to be like 8-5, and everyone's going to be like, where was Wall?
I like to throw a little gasoline on the fire. I say Sammy comes out and actually plays really well. And we get a 3-1 win.
I'd like it.
3-1 win. Sammy plays well, because if Sammy plays well and we have two goalies that are rolling really hot, it's
Then
a
we
win-win
can start
situation.
rotation.
Yeah, and it's a win-win situation.
Exactly.
I want
to
to see them. I want to see two people battle for the job.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to see Samsonov fucking left out to dry. I just know that right now he's not doing great.
Well, it's the team around him hasn't been that great too, right? So let's see how they come out and play. I want to see a structured game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everyone buying into some defense. Maybe I'd love to see a Revo fight or a big hit.
A big fight with Revo and another Nyes goal with Domi assisting.
We got Ryan
O'Reilly.
I
like seeing those two.
Yeah, former Leaf.
Fuck yeah, we're against
Ryan
them.
O'Reilly tomorrow night.
Someone else too. Who else was on the Nashville?
It was supposed to be Luke Shen, but he's injured right now. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So let's see what we're gonna get.
Well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, we will. Okay, should we
fucking
end it
bet.
Yeah,
I guess that's it. I don't have any more dad jokes, but I'll make sure I got more next week.
We'll make
They'll
sure
be funnier.
Yeah, he's gonna remind me to do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
pretty good fucking first episode though. I'm pretty stoked. This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, see you next week, indeed. And everyone else better fucking be watching us too.
Yes. Thanks for coming. And this is That Puckin' Stoner Dad Show.
That Puckin' Stoner Dad Show.
And we'll catch you guys later.
Peace out, everybody.